Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit,
here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Young wasting no time, right to the air. And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Young. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Young from the shotgun. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw is Prescott. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped up a few long jaunts as well.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down throw for Prescott. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running left, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions will claim the early lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form. It pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed meant a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system, but still a nice spot to be in.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Prescott on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Henry will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Pass on for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Young. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Young now from the 50. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Young. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. 21-0, our score after 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
And he fends him off. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And Detroit getting set to go now.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
First down, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
It's Young on 1st down.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Down, Detroit. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first-half lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring.
About how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Ragland, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle. And truly a big man who just made a big play.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Young. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. They need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Young. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 2nd and 2.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this 1st half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Aleem McNeil
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Final play of the half, Young. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
To throw on 2nd down is Young.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Young to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and played better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott now. It's Williams on the catch. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That pass caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff running left, Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Prescott. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Young.
He's going to look deep down the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Young to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back. So that challenge, a successful one.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the...
Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Here's Prescott.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Prescott.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Lions extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Young on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside.
2nd down and 3.
They'll throw again. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Looking to throw, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
So now a carry here for their fullback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Now here's Young. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Falls, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And the busy night for Henry continues. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd down, Henry. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott. They set up the screen for Henry.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Lions,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.